let us discuss about the structure of human egg or ovum or oocyte. So human egg or ovum is the female reproductive cell or female gamete which is produced inside the ovaries of a female by the process of oogenesis, and usually gametes are haploid. So like sperms, these are also haploid. That means they contain only one set of maternal chromosomes. This haploid nature of the gametes ensures the restoration of chromosome number after fertilization. That means here the human egg carries n number of chromosomes, that means 23 chromosomes, and sperms also carry 23 chromosomes. So at the end of fertilization, when one sperm and one ovum meet and fuse, then at the end a zygote is produced which contain 2n number of chromosomes. That means 23 plus 23, it becomes 46. So in zygote the chromosome number is 46, which is specific for human species. So this haploid nature of gamete helps in restoration of chromosome number at the end of fertilization. So eggs are haploid and non-motile. These are non-motile giant cells. These are bigger as compared to the other cells of the body, and the diameter of human egg reaches up to 0.1 millimeter. And you can see here, this is quite big cell. Next we'll move to the structure or structural components. So first we'll move to the egg membranes or egg envelope or egg membranes. So we'll move from inner to outer. The first membrane which envelopes or forms the boundary of cytoplasm is the vitelline membrane, or it is the plasma membrane of the egg. Vitelline or plasma membrane. That means plasma membrane is in the egg is called as vitelline membrane, or it is the oolemma. So this is the vitelline membrane which is outermost to the cytoplasm. Next to it there is a narrow space. You can see here, this is not a membrane, this is perivitelline space where polar bodies are collected. This is the perivitelline space, and outer to that the green layer here is zona pellucida, which is the acellular. Acellular means A refers to absence, that means no cells are forming this layer. Acellular glycoprotein layer, this zona pellucida. So these two, vitelline membrane and zona pellucida, are the primary membranes because these are secreted by the cells. Vitelline membrane is secreted by the oocyte itself, and zona pellucida is secreted by follicular cells and partly by the oocyte. So that is why these two are primary membranes. Let me write here. This is primary and also zona pellucida is primary. Then moving to the third layer, that is the cellular layer. You can see here, this is corona radiata. Corona radiata layer, which is formed by the corona radiata cells or cumulus cells or granulosa cells. So these are the granulosa cells or cumulus cells. And these cells are held in contact, or tightly they are in contact by the help of a cementing substance, which is the hyaluronic acid. This is the cementing substance, hyaluronic acid, which is present in between the cumulus cells. So corona radiata is the secondary membrane. This is the secondary membrane. In human egg, only primary and secondary membranes are there, but in some other eggs there is also a tertiary membrane which is formed by the secretion of the oviduct. So in human egg, we are studying here the human egg structure. So that is why the human egg has only primary and secondary membrane. Next is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm in human egg is called as ooplasm. So the egg here is full of cytoplasm. There is no stored food. Stored food in eggs is called as yolk, which is usually made up of lipids, proteins and glycolipids mainly. So in which type of eggs usually yolk is required? In oviparous organisms who lay eggs outside, then only the eggs should contain sufficient amount of stored material to nourish their embryos. But in case of placental animals, usually the eggs are alecythal or microleucithal. Microleucithal or alecythal. What does it mean? There is a term leucithos, which means yolk, and yolk means stored food. So A refers to absence. So absence of yolk. Human eggs are usually alecythal. That means there is no need for yolk inside the eggs. That means no stored food is required, because placenta is going to be developed to nourish the embryo and to the fetus. That is why there is no necessity of the yolk to be present in the egg. So human eggs are usually alecythal, and other placental animals are also microleucithal. That means very less amount of yolk is there in their eggs. So the human egg is alecythal. That means there is no yolk inside the cytoplasm, and it is divided into two zones, or you can find here two distinct areas: the outer cortex, or it is called as exoplasm, or egg cortex. Next, the inner endoplasm. This cortical area contains microtubules and microfilaments, and also the most important structures, cortical granules. These are the cortical granules which are present in the cortical region or in the exoplasm. And the endoplasm contains the cell organelles, tRNA. You can see here the mitochondria is scattered, and the ovum is devoid of centrioles. Remember, there is no centriole. No centriole in the ovum. Next, the nucleus. This is the nucleus, which is called germinal vesicle. And the nucleolus is called germinal spot. This is eccentrically placed. That means it is away from the center. The nucleus is away from the center towards one end or towards one pole of the egg. So here there are two poles. That means eggs show polarity. This side where towards which the nucleus is present in is animal pole, and the opposite side is called vegetal pole. Usually metabolic activity inside the egg towards animal pole is high, and the rate of metabolic activity inside the egg towards the vegetal pole is low. So this is the nucleus which contains genetic material, or it is called germinal vesicle in the eggs, and the nucleolus, which is very distinct, it is the germinal spot. So this is all about the structure of human egg.